That's cool, huh?
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Cam, and I am back. I shouldn't say I. We are back with another episode. Exactly, with another episode of the Way Past Cool Nerdcast. What's going on with you, Lex? How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. Quick story, if you will.
What's up?
So Wednesday night. My bad. Mm-hmm. My days are all mixed up. Come home from work. Right. I'm downstairs. I'm relaxing. My girl comes home a little early. So she's upstairs with my son. Mm-hmm. I'm doing some bullshit on the computer. Like, I don't know if I'm looking through emails or just trying to decide on what game to play.
Right.
I'm in a party with my homies though. And I think we were about to play Diablo. That's what I want to say. I think we were going to play Diablo 4. Mm-hmm. She comes to the steps. Hey, babe. Because I got the headset on and shit, so I can't hear shit. Right. Hey. What's going on? She goes, "You're not going to like what I'm about to say."
Uh-oh. You can never start a story like that. Ever.
But somebody says, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, and they don't say it, and they're just like, come here. It could be one of two things. Yo, you about to find out some wild shit your girl did?
Right.
Or your kids done fuck something up in the house.
Destroyed something. Destroyed it.
I go up to the steps. Mm-hmm. I say, what's going on? She says, go look in the living room. I look in the living room. There's a plum on the floor that's half bitten. And a giant crack.
Oh.
And my goddamn TV.
Oh no.
My son is still standing there. My girl says, "Hey, did you throw a toy?" He goes, "Mm-mm." And he points at the goddamn plum. Now you might be asking yourself, first off, who the fuck gets plums anymore?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, the reason the TV got broke is because you fed this man a plum.
Her grandma gives us fruit and stuff all the time. All right, it was grandma food. Grandmas do, bro. They send you home with 50 things you don't want.
Yeah, plums, prunes, all that.
My grandma be giving me canned goods from the church all the time. Like, grandma, I don't need this, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go to like you or somebody who needs this.
Who actually needs it.
Yeah. But grandmas want to feed you. That's all they want to do.
Right.
So I look down, I look at the plum, and I go off for about 5 minutes. I try to think about so if you don't know me, right, you hear the story, you're gonna laugh your ass off because how do you break a TV with a plum? I've never heard of fruit breaking any type of TV, nothing like that. But I get it, shit happens. So we look at the TV. And it's that goddamn Coco Melon shit. I don't know if it was Coco Melon, Baby Fan, whatever them motherfuckers were doing, bro. They over there playing ball. And telling the kids in the TV, throw the ball.
He was following instructions. That means you raised him well. You raised him to follow instructions. Now, true enough, it was a plum, not a ball. But it's the same shape.
It was round enough. It was round enough to make that distinction, I guess. So I'm looking at this crack in the TV. Mm-hmm. I want to cry because I knew it wasn't going to be available anymore, but I forgot that I had renter's insurance.
Okay.
So this is for anybody out there. Anybody out there who's listening, all right? If you have renter's insurance, get the electronic protection, all right? These motherfuckers looked up my TV. No, I got this shit during COVID 3 years ago, right? They got to go off of what you paid or what the average cost of it is now, right? Mm-hmm. I got that bitch on sale.
Okay.
Insurance company sent me back. Double what that shit was.
Okay, listen. You better hope your insurance, man.
So I want to shout out to my son.
Shout out to my son. He going places.
Because of that, I was able to get enough money to get a new Steam Deck. Which leads into the first topic.
That's hilarious. But that was a hell of a segue. That was a hell of a transition, brother. Oh
man.
That's hilarious. Listen,
so my son, plum is the best fucking fruit in the world to me right now. Goddamn.
I bet it is. So I got two questions for you. Well,
yes.
One question and then a statement. Question is, what type of TV was it?
It was the Samsung curved 4K boy.
Ooh.
The all black one, 65 inch.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Motherfucker look like you in an IMAX. Never mounted it, so technically my fault. My son has been doing very well all the way up until this point, and I learned a valuable lesson. So I mounted my shit. I called my uncle over. He's my Uncle Pooper. Shout out to my Uncle Stan. He is an amazing handyman. All right, baby. Amazing handyman. I ended up getting the mount where I can move that shit, tilt it if I need to, all that bullshit. So we got it mounted. Hopefully, it's out of this man's reach. He can't reach it like physically, but my kid got an arm, so I'm still scared at all times. Still scared. Speaking of the devil.
That was gonna be my second thing.
Yeah.
You need to get that man in a baseball, football, something. Because it sounds like he got a cannon on him.
Dog, when he be flinging stuff, bro, it's like out of anger. He does it with a vengeance.
Oh,
as a matter of fact.
He already playing with a chip on his shoulder. That's a beautiful thing. Tell him to keep it.
Yeah, you did it. You break a TV? Did you break a TV? Oh, you lie about it? No. You broke Daddy's TV? The plum broke it?
No, toy.
The toy broke it?
No, Pikachu.
Okay, you just showed me your Pikachu. Pikachu did it? Yeah. Well, son, at least we know you'll have a chance to not go to prison the way you handle this case.
Right. He said Pikachu used Volt Tackle on it. And
So, yeah, my son, he's a little hellion, but, it's okay. I want to thank, shout out to USAA. Hopefully they hear this one day and be like, yo, we'll sponsor them guys. Military Bank. Oddly enough, I'm thinking like, you go to State Farm or something, they're going to make you show pictures. Bro.
They do.
Bro, USAA? These cats was just like, all right, we're going to send you, so, bro, and get this. Because of the deductible, they didn't even want to really hit me with a deductible, so they ended up giving me more money to cover my deductible.
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
Shout out to USAA, man. Yeah, but the broken TV is right behind me, by the way. So I kept it just in case he hit me later. Like, hey, yo, my man's ain't doing his job right. Need to see that bitch. But bro, yeah, this is the broken TV. My heart is broken, as you can see. It curves around the computer. I see. So,
but now,
think I can find that thing ever again? No, Best Buy don't even carry these joints no more. So I'm a little heated, but
you still might be able to get it fixed though. As long as everything come back okay. There's some independent places out there that can possibly repair it.
Samsung, was trying to charge double what the TV was worth.
I ain't talking
come out and fix it then.
That's what I said. Independent people out there. There's some.
I'm just saying, it's nuts. Like, bro, like that. I was like, yo, y'all are scammers.
Yeah, definitely, because they're gonna hit you with, well, this is this is a discontinued model. It's gonna be, we gotta find the parts and stuff like that. They're gonna hit you on that BS. But
bro, y'all know y'all got mad Samsung fucking factories. Right. Bro, right. I was salty because I got it with my COVID money.
Why you salty about getting it with free money?
Nigga, I am never paying for a TV off of that COVID money, bro. Like, COVID money and insurance. Oh,
you doubled your COVID money, like,
bro, Trump did fucked up.
Listen.
I told y'all, yo, I was gonna get the IRS back somehow, bro. I'm never paying for a TV ever again.
Yo, that's poetic. That's poetic. But let's go ahead and jump into that. Let's jump into this Valve conversation, man. So I know you said and mentioned that you got the new Steam Deck.
Yes.
The OLED model. First and foremost, how you liking it? How you liking it?
It just came out yesterday, but how Valve does it, remember these things are not available in storage. If you want one, you got to go to steam.com, and that is Valve's platform for gaming. It is one of the biggest platforms on that, the biggest platform on the planet for gaming. Crazy amount of users and so many great selection of games. It's not promo. This is just me using Steam for years.
Listen, Valve, it can be promo though. We would definitely,
yo. Hey, Gabe, holla at us. Gabe, holla at us.
Listen. I will wear the merch. I do. This will be a whole Valve podcast.
Yes. We're talking. So we go through it. So like last week, it just comes out of nowhere. I have the original Steam Deck, and it's one of my favorite devices I've ever owned. But they said they weren't going to make a Steam Deck 2, which they were right, because this is not called the Steam Deck 2. They said the Steam Deck 2, we got years away, because they said they're not going to call something Steam Deck 2 until they have it they've advanced these devices to the point where everything is seamless. Right. Everything works, anti-cheat, like all the software, everything. They want to get everything right.
Right.
Now, last week they announced Steam Deck OLED. Mm-hmm. It may sound like something like Nintendo, how they just put a new panel on there. So no, not right now, buddy. Not right now. He's not there right now. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping. Me too, sleeping. Yeah, come back later. Okay, you don't want to wake him up, right? Okay,
you see me. Told you that we're gonna keep it all the way real and all the way authentic with y'all. So
yeah, so bro, it happens. They announced no, that's it. You'll see it after I'm done, okay? Who? Who? The dragon?
Yeah.
Charizard?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you just on here stunting, man. It's like, Charizard.
I ain't trying to. He loves looking at the color. That's it, okay? Yeah. So, all right. So not Gabe, but Valve themselves. Mm-hmm. They just have a surprise announcement for everybody, and it is Steam Deck OLED. Now, like I was saying, this isn't like the Switch where it goes to OLED and it just feels a little bit, clearer. They got the nice screen on it, whatever. No, they have updated every single nook and cranny that the customers were complaining about. And it wasn't really complaints, because this is something that wasn't tried before. And for the price that you get it for is insane compared to the competition.
It's just recommendations, things that, hey, you can probably improve upon it by making these little tiny changes, little subtle changes. Yeah, of course.
Now this is Steam we're talking about. So, PC players don't be worrying shit like that. They probably was like, hey, fuck boy. All types of They got called mad types of N-words because Steam, they just let you say whatever. But the Steam community, we respect Gabe so much because he's independent. They're not IPO. They're not a public company, and they are the biggest gaming platform in the world. So what did they do? Do you think they increased the price of the Steam Deck now that they have all these things, these new bells and whistles?
They have to have.
They kept it exactly. So. They kept it exactly the same price as the original Steam Deck.
You telling me they're not following the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo train of, we made a slight improvement. Apple.
I'm just saying.
They're not following that train of, we made slight changes. Let's increase the price by $100. They was able to keep it the same price.
They kept it the same price. Maybe crazy. Because they're not trying to fuck over the consumer.
What? No, in this day and age?
That's crazy. But when you're privatized, it seems that you make a lot more money than these Fortune 500 companies that have investors and everybody in their pockets. So, Gabe,
hats off to you, brother.
Linus Tech. Usually, he is very vocal about what he don't like. Mm-hmm. My man had the Steam Deck OLED and was just praising it. I can't believe they listen to us. You want to know why they listen to us, Linus? Because they're a private company, not owned by a bunch of weirdo billionaires. It's owned by one billionaire. Probably a bunch of his friends and buddies, but it's privatized. Yeah. And they're the most consumer friendly company in gaming right now because they did not up the price. Now every single person is describing this who got the early versions of it, the reviewer models have been saying the games look beautiful. They said the performance is about the same in terms of you're going to get the same frame rates and all that. But now you're able to go up to 90 hertz refresh rate now. You weren't able to do that on the first one. HDR is now powering the screen. Like it's an HDR screen. What else? Trackpads and haptics all updated. Everything is new, and now they have a 1 terabyte model.
That's nice.
And they're
1 terabyte. Listen, 1 terabyte on a handheld device is beautiful,
bro.
Especially when you figure it's PC games, larger file sizes and things like that.
Can't believe it.
That's beautiful.
And still kept external storage.
That's beautiful. Now, it's the same chipset or?
The chipset, it has a more efficient, so this is the best part. One of the biggest complaints was the battery life. Battery life is now up to 50% longer on that one battery charge. 50% long, 30 to 50%, depending on the game and what you're playing. But that's you're going to get at least a third.
People who game on handhelds need to understand, or a 50% boost in battery life.
It's nuts.
That is major. I feel like most handheld between models is typically like a 20% boost and things like that. Like I think from the Switch to the OLED Switch was about 20% increase.
Yeah.
It was things like that. It's typically on the lower end.
The Switch was pretty good in battery too, like the original. I still got the original. I should have all the time, but I got one.
I got day one edition myself. So, but that's crazy. That's beautiful,
bro.
So yeah, I gotta invest in the Steam Deck eventually. For
that's not
reasons I'm not gonna talk about on camera. But yeah, so I definitely gotta invest in one though. So where would you rank your Steam Deck, being that you're a big Valve head, and you said Steam Deck is your favorite kind of device right now that's out currently? Where would you rank it amongst your favorite devices, ever?
Like of all devices?
Of all devices. And even if you just want to keep it in the gaming.
Let's keep it in the realm of gaming, because I don't want to get into phones or smartwatches.
Let's keep it in the realm of gaming. Where would you rank it amongst your favorite gaming devices?
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 1 is Game Boy Color, because as everybody knows, I'm a Pokemon fanatic. So
that was the height of Pokemon for us. That was when we
red, blue, yellow, silver, and gold it was just crazy. It was crazy.
So
as my son is carrying around a Pikachu right now.
I mean, that's a smart man.
I wasted so many AA batteries playing that mug. My mom had to get me an AC adapter for that joint to plug it into the wall so I could just play it that way, because that's all I would do. Anytime a new Pokemon came out, bro, I wasn't playing anything else for 6 months. I was going through multiple saves, all that shit. That's just what it was. Because of that, and I had so many more memories with that. It's a nostalgia thing. That's why Game Boy Color is my number 1. Number 2, Steam Deck. 3,
My.
Probably Game Boy Advance.
My.
Stop.
My.
And then I didn't own any Nintendo. After Advance, I never owned another Nintendo handheld until the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. That's
Can't
not
stop.
bad. So that speaks high praise though. If you're willing to rank it number 2, that's high praise. So
That's that.
But okay, so kind of going along with that, I know we touched on, how consumer friendly they are, how much care and time that they put into what they put out. Especially when it comes to the Steam Deck and listening to the fans and things like that. Along that, we also had another, I guess you can call it a handheld system. I wouldn't technically call it handheld, but another kind of peripheral that came out within the last week or two, and that is the PlayStation. What is it? The Portal? What's
Or I think it's the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, PlayStation Portable. What are your thoughts on that?
If you buy that, you're a fucking fool. Ain't portable about it. Ain't shit about it, bro. It's all right. I to be honest, I love the way it looks. I love the design of it.
I don't.
I think it's the wide. It's the thin screen that's getting it for me.
Yo, that thin screen with them oversized control, like it just looks weird to me. It looks like when you turn it on, you gotta sit on your couch or your chair in an upright position. You about to take off into space or something. Like you about to drive a space shuttle. Like I can't rocks with it.
I like it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like a Batman boomerang.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Bro, I'm trying to give it something because to be honest, I hate the idea. They're totally biting the shit off of the Wii U. This is just a Wii U controller, bro, for PlayStation.
Yeah, it's like they took the Wii U gamepad and blended it with their original design for like the PS3 controller that they had.
I don't get it.
Put it out like.
Why not make an actual portable system or make another PSP? Like, I don't know if this is called because the PlayStation Portable was the PSP, so I don't know if this might be like PlayStation Remote Play.
And that's the thing. That's all it is remote play. You can't preload games onto it. It's legit syncs up to your system via remote play.
And Xbox lets you do that through your cell phone.
PlayStation.
Yo, what's the point of this? This is because when did it come out? November, right before Christmas. A bunch of and this isn't just. I'm just tired of this, man. Like
it's cash grab.
We as humans, we're so King. Why don't you go upstairs and watch TV? Okay, then you got to be quiet. All right. So we as people, we as human beings, we keep becoming sheep to these companies, man. I like certain companies that do. Kingston, you're about to go upstairs, and I'm going to close the door. Then you got to stop. Okay, we're recording. You got to be. But you're hungry? Go upstairs away from all.
Go walk. Go walk, Dad. Go walk. Dad, go walk.
You gotta walk?
He's about to become our official mascot for the podcast. He's gonna be the official mascot.
I don't even really like recording him, but his mom went to go get food, and this is my wife right now. Huh?
Nah, you good, bro.
You're gonna eat in a sec. Mom's bringing food. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna start.
No, you good. I'll take over.
Okay, she finally came back, so like we get a little bit of quietness now. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
But
everybody understands.
But yeah, so what were we talking about? Oh, the PlayStation Handheld. It's my only problem with it is it's just that it's what is it like $200?
I want to say $3. I
want to say
$3. Like
for a little ass TV, bro, you could go out there and get you a nice Black Friday TV for $100 to $250 right now.
You can get a tablet bigger than
tablet
bigger than and literally hook it up as a second screen and connect a Bluetooth controller to it and play that way. Like That's all it is.
Yo, Sony and Nintendo, they are predatorial, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Here's the thing: when Nintendo does things, so that makes sense. Like,
but they don't fix nothing.
That is true because the Joy-Con drift is still a major thing,
bro. I just bought new Kirby controller and it's drifting day one.
Yeah, that's inexcusable at this point in this stage in the game, the console game. But their stuff still makes sense, and I feel like PlayStation is scared and afraid to truly dive back into the handheld market, given the fact that they invested so much into the Vita, which to me the Vita is an amazing system. It was by far
for its time. It was insane. It was insane for its time.
Like I still have a Vita, like to this day. But the problem with the Vita and the thing that killed the Vita is Sony wanted you to buy all like first party accessories. Like their memory sticks cost just as much as the console. And it made no sense. So I think that because they invested so heavily into that system, they're afraid to jump back into that market. And they know that right now, I don't think they will be able to compete with Nintendo.
Bro, like, they got bigger fish to fry now because these consoles, these PC consoles now, like the handhelds, these PC handhelds, they're in Best Buy now, and they being advertised as the price. Like there's a new, I think it's an Asus.
The Asus.
I think it's the ROG.
Yeah, the ROG unit.
It's
supposed to be like a Steam Deck almost.
Bro, it was at motherfucking Best Buy for like $399.
Yeah,
and that shit looked crazy. It looked crazy.
Yeah.
Steam Deck, higher model, of course, for the 1 terabyte. You're gonna be paying $649 for the 1 terabyte. The 512 is still exactly the same price as it was without all the bells and whistles now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I think it was like, I want to say it was 5 something
49.
Like 544, yeah, 549. And then the lower memory is going to be $399.
Yeah.
So you pay as much as a Nintendo Switch, and it has external storage, all that crazy shit. And it does have remote play, just like how the PlayStation does. Also, they have a fucking I still have not purchased it because, of course, when I'm at home, I play my PC. But they have a fucking dock.
Yeah, so that allows you to hook it up to your TV, HDMI connection,
play with whatever controller you want to.
Everything that you have on your PC. And I think that's the biggest benefit of these Steam Decks and like the Asus handheld units and things like that. It's literally a PC in your hands. Like that's crazy because, like you said, most people who game on PC have a crazy library. And the fact that you could take all these games with you and things like that. I mean, the Steam sale is probably one of the biggest sales in all of gaming. I mean, you get on there, you buying games for $2, $1 that are normally $30, $40 games. Like, it's ridiculous. So I think that definitely has that advantage over
the library. It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely has the advantage over something that outside of Nintendo, because Nintendo literally centered their whole model around being able to take your games on the go and things like that with the newer systems and all that. But
Nintendo did some fucking things that when you go back and look at it, they were trying to innovate back in the 90s.
Nintendo's always been ahead of the curve. Nintendo and Sony, I will say.
Right.
And Nintendo, I think the part about Nintendo that fucked them up is they broke away from Sony. Like, Sony was trying to change the game, and Nintendo wasn't on board with what Sony was trying to do. And
Nintendo is foul though, because they would sell you things that would come and shit that existed. So the Game Gear, had a backlight. Nintendo made you pay extra for giant gadgets that clicked on the Game Boy or had to attach through the weird cords that was only available for Nintendo. they got us a lot back in the day with the accessories because I wanted to play my Game Boy at night, so you got to get a light, and the lights was always bogus as hell because it was running off the power of.
Yep, it would kill your battery so fast,
bro.
And it never stayed in place because I had the purple one, and it was like a little.
That's the one I had.
The windy that held over and dangled over, and it was just so trash.
Oh my god!
They had the magnifier unit.
That's what I had.
And you would flip down.
I had one of them joints.
Magnify the screen. It was so terrible, man.
Just make the screen bigger. Y'all used like a regular analog digital screen anyway. That shit was like mad green. Like before the Game Boy Color, that shit was mad green. And even the Game Boy Color, like the games would only have like 2 colors.
Yeah.
Bro, you remember? I remember playing what was that shit, bro? Spider-Man. Like the Spider-Man game, it consisted of blue and red, and that was the screen. Yeah. And then the Advance really, really turned it up with the colors, and then you felt like you was playing like a SNES with bad performance on certain games. But like I said, Nintendo tried things. They sold us a lot of bullshit, but that's why Nintendo's Nintendo. But Sony, my problem is you had an opportunity to completely just wipe out everything. Like, as PlayStation fans, they're gonna be loyal. And then if you would have had this new futuristic form factor, people were gonna think it's the greatest and latest of technology. They would have had to have it. Mm-hmm. But now you have Gabe, who just released the OLED Steam Deck. I'm just saying, the Steam library, I literally have Halo right above right below God of War. Never thought I would see those two in the same library, but man, it's a vibe when you have them.
Yeah.
Just bought The Last of Us. I'm waiting because I'm hopefully to fix all the bugs. Sony, you're also fucked up because you are probably purposely putting bad ports on PC. It's crazy. They've only had like two to 3 hits out of like the 6-7 games they released on PC so far. And it's not because the games, like, people hate these games. Like, we wanted PlayStation games on PC for the longest time. But it's just, they're so badly optimized. Like, it's like, yo, if you're going to hire a PC driven company to do your ports, make sure you spend a little bit more money, because you're seeing the sales. The software is going crazy on fucking, on Steam. I just got The Last of Us, and I got The Last of Us because I was going to play it on Halloween, but it was so bad at launch for PC. It's like, yo, I got a 3090. I want to see this shit looking the best at its, so I can enjoy it. Mm-hmm. They had a crazy bug where like certain PC builds were making the game like look like a PS2 game. And there was nothing you could do about it. The shaders wouldn't load. And I'm tired of these companies with these shaders, man. Like, I get some of these games need it, so like, for resources and all that. But bro, oh my God, when some shit goes wrong, it goes wrong, bro. Fact. Like, it goes wrong, badly wrong. Fact. So, Sony, please do better with your ports. All right, fucking. It took like 2 years for fucking old girl with the red hair, bro. Why am I drawing a blank? Horizon Zero Dawn, bro. I love the game. It gets boring because it feels like you're doing the same shit over and over again. But it's a gorgeous game. But it had very bad issues year one for its PC release. The funny thing is, it went underneath the rug, and it's one of my favorite games. Probably the last 10 years. But Days Gone was phenomenal on PC. It had a lot of technical issues on the PlayStation, but when they released it on a PC, it was like they actually took their time and finished it and made sure that it was great. And it was one of the best games I played. I love zombie games, but that one was something different. Spider-Man, fantastic. They knew not to fuck that up. Yeah. They knew not to fuck that up. Miles Morales, fantastic. They knew not to fuck those up. God of War, actually, it was pretty phenomenal. It was only a few hiccups with some saves, but they did good on that. But The Last of Us was a crazy ball drop, and I just wish Sony would just care a little bit more, because we're we're putting a lot of money into these games nowadays. Like they want $70 for remasters and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Make sure the game fucking works before you release it, bro.
Right.
I still have like my biggest. I want to play Callisto Protocol so badly, but it got just review bombed on Steam, and I know to trust Steam reviewers over reviewers.
Absolutely.
Because cats is gonna tell you. Yeah, they're gonna tell you exactly what's wrong with it. Yeah. Some cats be trolling, but I think the only thing really Steam people be trolling is fucking Call of Duty, bro. that's a fact.
I mean, I feel like that's every community though. Like
Call of
Duty deserves it now.
It's fun as shit on
I'm a Call of Duty head, but like it deserves the flack it's getting. Like they're not innovating anything, they're not doing anything to change the game like they used to and things like that. And I don't know what they really can do to change the game, but
I think it's just gonna be stuck for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's regressed a lot. Because there's no competition for shooters anymore. I feel like Battlefield used to be its competition. Battlefield dropped the ball.
There is competition, just not on console. All the competitive shooters are on PC. Valorant, Counter-Strike 2.
What I'm talking about, what I'm saying is games that are in that Call of Duty realm.
Yeah, like Counter-Strike.
Like Counter-Strike is more Siege-esque, I feel like.
I mean, Call of Duty got the search and destroy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a singular mode. But Call of Duty's bread and butter is TDM. Like TDM has always been the big standout with Call of Duty. So Halo used to be the competitor of Call of Duty. Battlefield.
Halo's back.
See, I gotta re-download it. I ain't played it.
Halo is back.
I ain't played it since it launched, and the launch was trash.
Launch was
trash. So it
season 5. If y'all listen, like Cam, if you have not seen everybody listening, if you have not tried the Halo season 5 update, go play it now. I was hooked. Like I wasn't hooked to any game at that time, but like I'm playing so much shit right now. But oh my god, it plays buttery smooth. They added more maps. It's just good now. I can't explain it to you. The balancing is finally perfect. And I think they made some upgrades so that the campaign where it's not like trash. So kudos to them firing and hiring the people that they needed to fix the game. It's a little too late because a lot of people just were already gone from that ship now. Now you're gonna have to either you're gonna have to do an expansion to Infinite to make people want to play it, or it is what it is. But it's phenomenal right now in its current state for season 5.
I'll give it a try. I do miss Halo.
I
miss the days of Halo. Mainly 3 and Reach. I feel like Halo ain't been the same since those two, at least in a competitive sense. But I'll give it a try. I know we talked about it before. You play it a lot, and you need somebody to run through ranked with you. So,
that's the main reason why I don't play it that much. Because man, people be quitting too much. Man, they start getting tucked. They just want to leave, and it brings down everybody's rank. It's just like a Valorant system. Like bro, you lose, it hurts. It hurts.
I got you.
But
let's cycle back around because you did say something interesting earlier. When we were talking about Nintendo and how Nintendo always put out accessories and things that you had to buy. But along with that, I know we off camera talked about slim models and how slim models come in and kind of change things up, and people feel obligated to buy the slim model. Would you say that Nintendo is partly responsible for that trend? Because if we really think about Nintendo and their handhelds and things of that nature, what they came out with the original Game Boy, of course, which then came out with the Color, which those were two
that was
upgraded different things.
It was like a 10-year period too.
There was a 10-year period, but
one.
That's what I'm getting at. So after that, you had the Advance, which was a step up. Then they came out with the Advance SP, which was nothing but a slim model that was more compact. Yeah, it did have
right.
the backlight.
It didn't start there, though. It didn't start there.
Okay.
The models that you name, a few of them were actual different iterations and actual different gens. PlayStation, remember, there was the PlayStation 1, and then that tiny little PlayStation that was this big. That was like the first slim, I really think. Except, no, it might have been Sega.
Came out well before that.
Sega, bro. Sega had a fucking attachment with the Sega CD, bro.
Yeah, but that was okay. So that was
they resold it. They sold us an attachment.
That was an attachment. But to be fair, Sega did release a slimmer model
of the Sega
Genesis.
That was the Sega Genesis 3, right? Because I remember there was a Sega Genesis 3 you could buy, and it was
I have it somewhere around here in a box somewhere. But it was a very slim model. It's the model that a lot of not the newest Sega, but some of the not handheld, but the newer models that you could just hook up directly to the TV. They got the older games. Yeah. One of them was modeled after the slim model of the Sega. So Sega could have been the starters of it, but
I feel like they're the starters, bro. I feel because I'm going back in like a time machine right now. I'm like, dog, where did this stem from?
I can't consider the CDE a slim model because it was completely different. It was a CD attachment for a cartridge only system. So I feel like that was completely different. That was their introduction into disc-based gaming, because after that, then they came out with the Saturn. And then the Saturn kind of tanked, flopped, and then they came out with arguably the greatest system ever made in the Dreamcast. I stand by it.
No, listen. If they made Dreamcast is my favorite console of all time. For one, it was way ahead of its time. Mm-hmm. But do you think if they were just like, if Sega was like, man, fuck it, let's get back into this shit. Dreamcast 2. You think they take over the game? With what they know now and watching the industry for all these years, I feel like they should have been taking notes and just say, like, fuck it. But people were going crazy when they heard the rumor that wasn't true, by the way, of the Dreamcast 2 being made.
They were. My issue there is Sega, outside of Yakuza and the stuff that they have through like Atlas and things like that, they can't even get software right. So for them to try to dive back into the hardware game after being removed, they've been out of the hardware game since what, 2002? Like,
go public. Are they? They're not public in the U.S., right? Oh, let me see. Check the stock exchange real quick. I never thought. Like, I don't think anybody looks up Sega.
Listen, Sega is one of my favorite developers.
It is, but I just don't think nobody's looking it up, like Googling, like.
Yeah, they just don't make the best decisions. So
they're terrible at decision making.
I don't think that they can take over the console game. I think that the Sega loyalists will definitely be there. Myself, we would definitely be in line day one to purchase the Dreamcast too. Like, that's not a question. But to say that they'll take over, I don't see them. I don't unfortunately see them being a real competitor in the big three console race. You know what I mean? Like,
you just don't think they got the money for it? You don't think if it was like,
they have the money, nor do I think that. I don't know what they can put out on the console exclusive wise, because they have so many different contracts with all these other companies and things like that. Like, for them to pull their current AAA titles and put them exclusively on their console, that would be a horrible business move. That would be bad for. I mean, you figure most of these titles are finally catching traction. Yakuza finally becoming big.
I love Yakuza.
Like, Yakuza is one of my all-time favorite series, but it's just now getting big stateside. You have Sonic, but Sonic is trying to build itself back up.
That Frontiers was fire.
Frontiers was fire. Mania was incredible. Superstars, I haven't played it yet, but I've heard mixed things about Superstars.
Yeah. They could be fixed with some patches, was what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you take Sega or take Sonic and make it exclusive again. That's going to be a bad move, unfortunately. And that's your mascot, but that will be a bad move. You take Personas, because you do have all the Atlas titles. Atlas is a part of Sega now, so you have all these Atlas titles. You could put them on there, but Atlas is a very niche, like, they have a certain target audience.
Yeah.
You have to love their titles and love Atlas to really follow Atlas. So I just don't think they can do it in a manner that would make it competitive.
I fuck with Persona. I just can't make it through a Persona game.
Bro, Persona, we talked about it. Persona 5 favorite game of all time. I'm playing Persona Tactica right now. Persona 5 Tactica right now. Loving it.
I'm like 5 hours into Persona 5, and bro, I feel like I'm not even at the beginning of the game yet. I'm like, bro, this shit ain't even like picking up nothing. Like, I'm like, bro.
It literally has the longest tutorial in video games, I think. It's up there. It's up there. Like, if I'm not mistaken, you probably going through the first palace right now.
Yes.
The tutorial doesn't end until the end of the first palace.
Why is it like 5 hours, bro? I'm like, God damn.
Listen, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to beat Kingdom Hearts 2 intro and tutorial. Jesus. They did it. They shattered it. So
I got like 40 fucking hours into fucking Persona 4 Golden Age, and it feels like I still ain't scratched the surface on that shit. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, it's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, it's definitely a story.
You get tired. Like, you know, it just makes you tired sometimes. I'd be falling asleep. I'm falling asleep at playing Diablo now, though.
Listen, Diablo might be the most boring game on the face of this earth. I said it. Like, and that actually takes us into.
I don't think it's boring. I think it's Zen. Diablo. I think it's Zen, and we're older.
Zen in what way?
It's nice watching like demons just explode.
No, it's not. I turn that game on. I can't make it 10 minutes before I'm drifting, and before y'all be like, "Oh, it's your age." No, it's the fact that the game's atmosphere's dull, boring.
In my 20s, I used to fall asleep playing Skyrim, bro. It ain't about that. Because you walking forever, bro. Like, you just be walking. And that's how I just be falling asleep.
I used to be a Diablo fan. Like 3, I have so many hours logged in.
Oh yeah,
3 was amazing. I tried to play 4, couldn't do it. Could not.
I like 4, bro. I've been falling asleep every time I play it, but I do love 4 now. I do love 4 now.
Mark of a good game.
I just don't be snot because I don't be sleeping all like that, bro. That's what it is. Like, my eyes is puffy now, bro. I'm tired. I gotta be up again.
I feel you. I feel that.
It's like you get older, you gotta work. Like, but before, when I was younger, I used to be able to go to work, stay up for like 3 days. I used to feel like sleep for like 2 hours in between. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just drink some coffee or a Red Bull, you'd be good. But now, bro, it's like, though, I be praying for like either it to end or like just let me get sleep for just a week or something, bro. I just want to sleep.
Let me go to bed. Like, I feel that though, because I got insomnia real bad. So I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just up looking around like this is nice. Looking outside, what's going on out here? Not a damn thing.
That's why I be smoking. That's why I be smoking so much, bro. Like, I be smoking to sleep.
That's hilarious. But so as you can see, one of mine. Some people may not think it's a hot take, but one of mine, Diablo, vastly overrated. Now, boring. It's not anything special.
I think it's overrated. I think people fucking hated this one. Off the rip. Like, it had a bad start, bro. It had a bad start.
A very, very bad start. A very, very bad start. Okay, so with that, what is one of your hot takes? It doesn't have to be gaming related. It can be anime, comics, TV.
You want to talk about
just
for the last topic? You want to talk about R. Kelly versus Diddy?
Woo! You trying to get us shut down? You trying to move for us to get shut
down? Bro, I think academics just did enough for everybody could just talk about it now, bro. Listen, that's Diddy is a nasty man, bro. Yo, I'm not a hip hop artist.
Man,
and I carry. Try it if you want to, nigga. I'm from Ohio.
Listen, man.
Yo, the grandmas in Ohio got guns.
That's true. That's true. Almost everybody in Ohio got one. I mean, that's what it is. But,
yeah, you ain't doing that shit to Bone Thugs, nigga.
He said, "You ain't doing that to Bone Thugs. I'm done. I'm done."
Oh
That's
man,
hilarious.
We don't have to go into the whole story, right? Because people probably already know by now. Yeah. I just want to get your answer. Who do you think is worse, R. Kelly or Puff? Note, R. Kelly was doing it with children.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
But did he kill Pac and did it to Cassie?
Listen, allegedly. Listen, we don't want to put it out there. This podcast does not say yay or nay. That's actually what happened. We don't have all the facts yet. We do not have all the information. This is just opinions.
Opinions and jokes. Opinions and jokes.
Absolutely. Opinions and jokes.
Prank caller.
Want some crank anchors type shit?
Yeah, I just gotta see. I think R. Kelly is worse because of the kids.
Absolutely. I think that it's hard for me to even say that man's name. That's how bad it is. It's hard to even say his name, and I feel wrong because hot take. I still listen to the music. I don't care.
R. Kelly
music. Yeah, the music's fire.
Bro, his music is like Ignition. Like it's a song that everybody needs in their life, but like it's just songs that like when you're starting to listen to him in the 90s, you're like, hold on, nigga. Like he was definitely talking about kids in this one. Yo,
I mean,
listen,
age ain't nothing but a number.
Bro, listen, age ain't nothing but a number. Go look at the album cover right now if you got Apple or Spotify. Why is that? Why did I never notice? Why did I never notice that, my nigga?
You never noticed he was in the background this
motherfucker, bro, he in the background sitting there like this. Just watching the like what the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? Yeah, I swear if you squint, you can see the Phantom mask, nigga. I swear.
You get it. Like,
that's why he was rocking the mask. He's trying to not get caught, bro. He was the Pied Piper.
You talking about the mask that only covered his eyes like his glasses?
Bro, like he was a raccoon and shit. Bro.
Boondocks did it best. We know who you are.
Bro, that nigga, yo, he had Nick Cannon in the Gigolo video with the mask too, bro. They was wilding.
And that right there should tell you that man is by far way worse than
he's terrible.
Than Diddy. That man is the scum of the
so did you listen to any of the tell all shit from Cassie?
I read the article. I read the statement that she put out. I haven't done a deep dive into it yet, but I did read the statement.
That is some he got rape issues, he got gay issues. Like, bro, come on, you don't. And the shit it says he was paying male prostitutes with like big ass, you know what I mean, to pipe Cassie while she was drunk, and all this other crazy shit. And she didn't want to do none of it.
Yeah, but
she was so afraid of this guy, she had no choice. That sounds like a nigga that killed Tupac to me.
I mean, it does.
You
does.
And then you got personals, bro. You're supposed to be a woman.
Yeah.
And you was getting off, and they said, bro, it was so detailed, right? Where she said that Diddy was changing the lighting in the room. Nah, I like this lighting better. Yo, I need you to bang her to this lighting.
Talking about he was on his Stanley Kubrick. He was on
He was on that voyeur shit, bro. That Stanley Kubrick, that all that shit, bro.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, he was worse than old boy in A Clockwork Orange. Remember, they was raping girls and that shit. Diddy was doing worse. He was keeping them hostage and letting other niggas rape them and paying the cats to do it.
Yeah, that's.
And he talking about Al B. Short. Short just woke up.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Did you see that interview from you know what I mean, with the lady that was talking about that shit? She was like, "Yo, bro, it's crazy that everybody that was around Diddy is dead." Yeah. Al B. Short just woke up from a coma.
Yeah.
Heavy D, they found toxins in his body. He was found face down. Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot to digest. And if you really dive into it and read into it, It's hard. It's hard to defend
Bro.
that type of behavior and something, even with these being at this current stance and point, allegations and things like that.
The allegations.
But the fact that the police said that there is no ongoing investigation. After it came out that I guess the NYPD was actively investigating.
No, they said it never. They said it's not closed yet. It's still open. On like
I read a statement earlier that said that the NYPD came out and released a statement saying that there was no investigation going on. There is no active investigation.
I was watching academics do the overview of that shit. He said like the way he was reading it, they said it was still open. Like they never closed that shit because they said that there's too many people coming forward.
Yeah.
And like and granted, they tried to do this shit to Bill Cosby. I don't think Bill Cosby was ever guilty. I don't. You want to know why?
Listen, he had a whole episode telling on himself, bro.
Bro,
he had a whole episode
he was
about
getting chicks with the barbecue sauce. Yo, that's coincidence.
And watch the episode.
Yo, NBC used that. NBC made you remember
about his barbecue sauce. He even said, my special. It makes people want to do things, and everybody in the room that had a significant other was looking to get busy.
I swear to you, every single time.
You've seen it.
Listen, every form of Quaaludes, like I never heard any person use that as a story because they kept saying he was giving girls Quaaludes and shit.
Yeah.
But like everybody was doing Quaaludes in the 70s and 80s, and I never heard any stories about it being like a date rape drug.
Listen, I mean. You don't know what else he was. You don't know what else he was doing to it.
Janice Dick, but okay. What about Janice? What about Janice Dickinson coming out and saying she lied?
Oh well, I mean, not everybody's gonna be telling the truth,
bro.
Not everybody's. I mean, look at the Michael.
You don't think NBA said? You don't think the NBC set him up?
What reason would they have to set him up though? This late into the game, what reason?
Because 3 months before, right? If you go back and look at any articles, he was supposed to buy like 11% of NBC, and his goal was to put more Black positive shows on NBC. 3 months after that, you start hearing all these allegations coming out, and this is a fact. Go look it up on your computer right now, and just look at articles about Bill Cosby about to buy part of NBC. And then look at the dates of them shits, and then look at when those allegations came out. It's like almost 3 months apart. I don't trust the industry, bro. And then I'm looking at they tried to say that Prince was on drugs, and they said Prince was a Jehovah's Witness and ain't fuck with drugs at all. For 30 days after he died, they were like, oh, there was no drugs found. But remember, he had just got his shit back from Warner Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Bro,
the industry is a very shady place. It's a very shady place. That's why we are independent.
I'm telling you, bro. Did son ain't right about Diddy, brother.
Oh no. First off, I never said Diddy.
I know, but I'm just saying.
With the initial question was, who you think is worse?
And it's R. Kelly, obviously.
Yeah, it's R. Kelly.
Obviously. It's R. Kelly.
But
the Diddy shit just new. That's why I'm trying to get you to talk about Diddy. But yeah, I feel you. I know you don't want the car blown up.
You're right. Listen,
bro, he trying to blow up Kid Cudi, my nigga. Like what? What Kid Cudi did, bro? Because he was dating it after he was done. God, listen, why did he gotta die?
If you go back and look at Diddy's actions and just the way he even carries himself, he does seem like a very shady ass, like all high and mighty type dude. Like if you go against him, he on that Don type shit. Like, nah, what I say is, matter of fact, we gonna take it back like Roman days. Like he on that like Julius Caesar type shit. Like, nah, my word is bond. Like that's it. You go against how I'm feeling, it's over. So whatever I got to do to get to the top and stay at the top, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the type of vibe I get from Diddy. So all this very well could be true. Everything could be true. Do I think he had an involvement and a hand in Tupac's murder? I do.
No, we heard
I
it.
Definitely do.
We heard the interrogation tapes. Like my man from New York was in the whip, handed the piece. Dog, he was tied to Puff. It just doesn't make any sense. What was a New York cat doing around there hanging with some Compton niggas? He said Diddy had just left the week before. Like I'm like, bro, Diddy did it. It's just this cat don't live in Las Vegas. Good luck.
Yeah.
Does Cassie shit, bro? Like he's never gonna go down for anything that he's done. I don't think. But at least the public knows what's going on. And the motherfucker changed his name to Brother Love. All right.
Listen,
legally changed his name to Brother Love.
Anybody that changed their name already, that's a red flag to me, especially if you change it to something wild.
Bro. And gave back everybody's publishing shit last year.
Yeah.
Try to be the good guy in the light of the public, right?
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny, no matter how hard he tried. Every nigga in the industry talk about Puff parties, bro.
Everybody. Like,
yo. 50's response was hilarious.
What was 50's response?
Bro, it was pretty much that I told you so. That's why I never wanted to go party with Puff.
Oh.
He talked and then they keep replaying that old interview from when he said the first time like he met Puff. He's like, bro, I'll take you shopping. I'll pay for it. I'm like, nigga, what the? I'm a grown ass man. Like I get money too. Why are you trying to take me on shopping sprees, Puff? Like what are you trying to do? You trying to take me on a date, nigga? Like, what is going on? But like I said, like if you listen to the shit that Cassie was saying, bro, it was always something involving another dude. I forgot whose interview I was watching, but they were talking about the first time he went to a Puff party and Exhibit. Dude, Exhibit literally worked, like, did an interview about it. He said this motherfucker invited him to the party. He was with Superhead at the time. And he said he took him outside, told him about Superhead, blah, 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 and then invited him to some room or some shit. And he said it was like some naked dude dancing with his dick out, and then two dudes in the corner kissing. And this is in Puff's room.
Okay. Excuse me.
I'm like, yo, man, like, I just wish Puff would come out, and then we just don't have to talk about it no more.
Right.
Like, bro, like it's just like what Cat Williams said about Whitney Houston, bro. If a million people are saying you smoking crack, bitch, you smoking crack. Like somebody saying you did it, dog.
Yeah. It came out that's what Whitney was doing.
I'm just saying.
So you right.
He's a gay killer, man. That's all it is. He's a gay killer. Listen, hey, Cam does not speak for Lex
at all. I need that to be understood. And to be fair, Lex, y'all gotta understand he is a comedian.
I'm a comedian. I'm sorry.
His name. He is a comedian. He does not have or harbor any type of ill will or anything like that to any communities. It's all jokes.
I think Puff understands that. Yo, listen, because you know what, Dave did him so dirty on the show, bro.
Right.
Yo, they had that nigga with the milk.
That was hilarious.
Breast milk, you made my day. Yo, listen, and the funny thing is, like, I don't hate Puff. Like, I mean, I hate Puff if all this shit is true. But my thing about it is, like, I wish, like, you hate to meet your heroes, and I think the internet is now making us meet our heroes, and we don't want to meet them.
You're right. Now, Puff is never been a hero of mine, but I understand what you're saying, though.
I'm a Dre fan. All Dre did was beat up D Barnes.
Yeah.
That's all he did. Dre was living his lyrics. He was just smacking bitches, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's all Dre was doing. Dre been keeping it real since day one. He let it be known.
he was smacking bitches, bro.
Day one. That's hilarious. But you're right though. The internet is exposing a lot of our heroes. You said it a few episodes back. It's sad, man. It's sad. But I mean, what can we do? I mean, what's done in the dark always comes to the light. You know, that's a fact. So right now, it's just easier to bring things to that light. No, I think that might be a good stopping point tonight.
Yeah, we all depressed and shit now.
That might be a good
God
stopping
damn.
point for this episode. Like, dang, got me reflecting back on my boy Will Smith.
Bro, I wish you would leave him alone, bro. Like that motherfucker don't be doing. And then Jada coming out and defending him was crazy.
Listen, Jada trying to promote her book. I can't stand. I put Jada in the same box that I put Mary Jane Watson. Anybody who knows me knows I absolutely cannot stand. I hate and despise Mary Jane Watson.
Right. My thing is this, bro. I don't think nothing is really true about Will. I think Will is just like too nice of a guy where he's just not gonna defend himself the way he's like, a nigga would defend himself. Will's a nice guy.
Yeah,
like, bro, what I was listening.
That's my guy, man. Will Smith
before we get out of here, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and Melissa Ford's on there. She's talking about like meeting Will Smith, and she said her experience with Will was this: that motherfucker treats everybody, even if you're working for him, if you're whatever. If you can be a bum on the street. She said from what she gathered from every time that she's been with Will is he treats everybody equally and respect and like they're a human.
Yeah,
She said Jada. Yeah, they said Jada, not so much.
No, but let's be real. We all know it's Jada. We all know who's behind it all. Like,
but people be throwing the gay strays at Will, bro, and I don't even think it's that. I just think that he's just a nice guy, and people be trying to put the gay shit on him, bro. Because there's still no facts or any footage or anything like that. He was in that one movie kissing a dude in the 90s, but like nobody really remembers it. But it was actual film.
About 6 degrees of separation.
That's what it was. Yeah. When he was in like back of the car and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody remembers that shit.
He's an actor. That's what he does. He got into character. He did what he had to do. So, and it was a great movie. But nah, man. So we are gonna wrap it up right there. Definitely appreciate everybody who's tuned in and who remains kind of a fan, you know what I mean? Like we definitely appreciate you guys coming along this journey with us. We're just getting started. It's times it seems like it's a little rough, but again, we just starting out, so it's always gonna get better. We shooting for the top, and I think that we definitely have a great opportunity to get there. As always, I want to thank my co-host Lex. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Yes,
you
sir.
Got anything that you want to tell everybody before we slide out of here?
Yes. Don't buy the new PlayStation handheld. It's not a handheld. It's a remote play. If you buy that shit, you're blowing your money. But if you're a fan of it and you just want to take a shit with your controller, hey, be my guest. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but it's a stupid fucking investment. That's all.
Oh, that's hilarious. But nah, all I got though is definitely tap in with us. Everything is going to be up on YouTube, available for you to watch. I will be posting a link for the YouTube channel access, as well as the first episode of the podcast is currently out on audio platforms everywhere. So if you prefer to listen via audio, just search Way Past Cool Nerdcast. It's on Samsung, on Spotify, RSS. It's out there, so give that a search. Listen, subscribe. The rest of the episodes will be getting published here shortly. And again, we definitely appreciate y'all. I will be looking to get back into streaming on Twitch. Thinking about diving in this weekend with the Super Mario RPG that just came out. Doing a
I like to play that. I do want to play that actually.
Yeah, man. Listen, that was my game back in the day, so I'm excited about that one. So, be on the lookout for that. I will drop a schedule or notification if I do. And I'm able to go live this weekend for y'all to be able to tap in and things like that. Next week will be the 10th episode. So kind of give y'all a little bit of heads up. Every 10th episode, I'm looking to do a top 10. So, I'm going to talk to Lex behind the scenes and things like that. We're going to figure out a little top 10 to put together for y'all and things like that. I think it'll be real fun. And then the first episode in December, we will be bringing you our Game Awards picks, what we feel will be game of the year. We'll win the categories and things like that before the Game Awards actually airs. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well. But as always, we will see y'all next time. Keep it classy. And for those of y'all who've been there since day one, y'all are definitely way past cool. Love y'all. We out.
Peace.